Hey everyone! Today we're going to be renovating Tranquil Timbers, which is a pre-built that's available in BLOXBURG by the content creator itsFloatie, and we're going to be transforming it into a Japandi style house. I'm really excited for this one, so let's get started. So I first started by diluting everything but the walls and the floors in the house. So before I start even on the details of the exterior of this building, I do want to break down what exactly Japandi is for those who really don't know this style. But it's basically if traditional Japanese style and Scandinavian architecture had a child and named it Japandi, and I think it's the perfect balance. This is because you kind of get like the perfect mixed from the Scandinavian architecture. You can get all the neutral tones and that modern feel, and from the Japanese you can really get that elemental attributes that you would use, like plants and a lot of wood tones. So I think that it's a really good style, like probably one of my favorites. I've been wanting to do this style for a while. I just really didn't have an idea for it, but I thought it'd be a good idea since I did do a previous renovation to the Bloxburg starter house and that was Scandinavian style, so I decided to do another renovation video, but this time kind of tie in more Japanese architecture, which I really like as well. So to really break down the exterior quickly, I made sure to just use big large windows, which you would see in Scandinavian, and also wood tones, which you would see in a traditional Japanese home. So here you can see me kind of making my first decision to use an elemental attribute. So the first element I guess I incorporated into the house was fire. So I wanted to make this kind of detached modern fireplace that shows outside and inside, which you will see in a minute. But I really thought it would be cool to just kind of make it custom and just make it look different. I felt like I haven't seen people really put fireplaces outside of houses as much as we see them inside houses, and I thought that would be a pretty modern design to do. And of course there's just a lot of light colors and wood inside the home. So here you can see me working on the living room area, and this is where I decided to make like a little place to put shoes and things, because I know in Japanese culture and a lot of other cultures it's mandatory to like put your shoes at the front door, so I thought that'd be smart to include. And you can see I just copied that same design from the fireplace from the outside into the inside, and now I'm just working on a custom seating area, which I thought would be cool because it kind of was like a modern bay window, which is what I was trying to go for, but I didn't want it to take up too much space, and I also wanted it to be a place where you could see out of the fireplace to outside and inside, so that's why I placed a little window there, and then I just kind of made it comfy from there on out. Of course we have to add in TV because this is modern times, so I decided a TV would be appropriate in this case. And this is where I decided to, I guess, include my second elemental feature of the house. So I decided it'd be really cool to have a Zen Garden in the middle of the living room. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea, but I thought it looked pretty cool. So I decided to just make this. And basically it's very simple. I wanted it to look very modern and sleek. So it's really just a rectangle with some plant and sand. And I use sequence texture, by the way, if anybody's wondering, for my sand. And I just resized a bunch of rocks, and also use like the spider plant, and I forgot what that other plant is called, but you'll see in a second where I add the plants, and I just recolored them to colors that I usually use, which is usually like a sage and a darker green color to make it more realistic. And I think this was a beautiful way to really include nature inside of the home, because I love like adding plants inside of homes. It just brings in life, which I think this house needed to fit the theme. And you know that plant, I don't know what it's called, but that plant over there in the back by the lamp, I never use that plant. It's my first time using that plant, but I thought it was perfect because it kind of looks like bamboo if I'm not mistaken, and I think that it was so adorable. So I put that in there, and I think that really brought the living room together as well. And then I just wanted to add a whole bunch of fluffy ottomans, and yeah. Now for the main lounging area, I did get this idea off Pinterest to make this custom floating couch, and of course I tried to make it look proportional. You know, whenever you make something in Bloxburg like couches or chairs, you do want to make sure that you're making them proportional, and you can do that either via your character size, because I know my character size is pretty small compared to the average Roblox character, but you know, I decided to just make this a two-seater because this is not the biggest sized house, and I really made it simple and basically just made it look like it was floating by placing another basic shape underneath the main part of it. And yeah. So for the dining area, I really wanted to go with a really traditional Japanese architecture style inside. So this is probably the most traditional part of the house, but it's probably my favorite. And I decided to use a flat roof to make the dining room raised from the rest of the house because I wanted it to look like it was its own isolated room area designated for eating only. And I also decided to make a custom low dining table because I know a lot in Japanese culture they have a low dining table where they eat at and everyone just surrounds the table, and I'll put the appropriate name on screen. But I did add some murals because I wanted to include some really nice Japanese style murals inside here, and I think they pair really well with the theme of the house. As you can see, I've also been utilizing like these type of modern windows at the top. So at the back of this there is windows, but it also gives some privacy because they're all the way at the top of the wall, which I really like that style. And I also like these custom panels that I made and wall trims around this area. So here I'm making the little seating cushions or seating areas where people can sit and enjoy a meal, and I really love how this came together. I also tried to use the lanterns that were more elongated than spherical because I feel like Japanese lanterns are more elongated than short and round. I feel like they're more oval, so I decided to do that, and I just made a simple low table by using some basic shapes. I wanted to make this have a tatami flooring and I almost forgot about it, so I had to do that off camera and just like edit that real quick because I was like, the whole point of me having the designated dining area was to include tatami flooring, and I forgot to add them until the end, but when I do add them they look amazing. Now, since we did traditional Japanese architecture mainly in the dining area, for the kitchen area, I feel like it was more heavily Scandinavian, which I mean, I guess it balanced out the house, so it's not a bad thing at all since I'm merging both of these styles together. So the kitchen is definitely the most modern part of the house. I mean, you're basically just using all modern tall cabinets and modern fridge, a modern stacked laundry area, and I put the laundry in the kitchen this time because in the original house that I'm renovating from, the laundry was in the kitchen, so I thought it'd be cool to still add a little piece that was in the original because the original is honestly a masterpiece. Floatie does awesome when he makes his houses. I think that they're beautiful. That's really it for the kitchen. It looks really nice though. And I forgot to mention earlier, I guess my main goal for renovating this house was really just to do a different style. The original is honestly beautiful. Really, it was kind of hard to renovate this because there was no need to renovate this. I just kind of wanted to. I really like the layout of how this house was small, but still included a lot of like areas where you could make different rooms. And you'll see I take out a room later on and turn it into something else. But my main aim was really just to make the space feel more open and also to modernize it because it just aligns more with my personal style. Here we have the bathroom, and for the bathroom I decided to make a separate door area, like where you can open the door for the toilet and everything, because okay, am I the only one who watches those Japanese like house tours they have on YouTube shorts? Let me know if I'm the only one, but I do. I absolutely love Japanese architecture, but I know that Japanese usually they place the toilet in a whole different area away from like the shower or the sink in some houses, so I wanted to make sure I at least try to isolate the toilet somehow, which is why I have it in its own doorway. So yeah, but I did have to work with of the dimensions of this house, so I couldn't place it somewhere else without it looking awkward. So I decided to just keep it in here, but just make it work where you don't have to see it right when you walk in. I got this idea to put the stool and the towels on the stool from a Pinterest picture. I thought that was so cute, and I just made this custom box sink, of course, and added a mirror, and there's pretty much nothing else to a bathroom. I mean, most of my bathrooms are pretty similar. I do want to venture out and try different things with my bathrooms because I don't want it to be repetitive, but you know, there's only so much you could do with a bathroom design, even though, you know, you can still make them aesthetic. It's just, yeah. But I do like how simple this bathroom is. I think everything fits well within the theme, and it's definitely realistic to what you would find in a house that looks like this. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Alright, so this is the only bedroom in the house because I decided to take the other room out that was in the original floor plan and make it something else. So you guys will see that in a little bit. It's actually beautiful, that other room as well. But this bedroom has privacy and no privacy at the same time. Like, the windows at the top provide a lot of privacy for where the bed head is, but when you look around the other perspectives of this room, the windows are so large, there's no privacy. So I decided it would be smart to add some blinds in here. So when I do the tour, I mean, you'll see them around the house. All of the big windows have blinds on them because who would want somebody peering on them while they're laying down on their bed and they look like they're on display for IKEA? I don't think most people would want that. Also, I was trying to do that pillow mattress hack that I've seen on TikTok. I've seen it quite a bit, and guys, I lost my patience with it. It was coming out terrible. I couldn't even, me and the transform tool, we were just not getting along. I just was like, no. So instead, I decided to make like this long pillow design, and I liked it better, and the room still looks nice. Alright guys, so this is where I transformed this bedroom into a sunroom. So basically there's big windows on the outside, but there's no roof, so you get like direct sun rays and sunlight from the sky. So I thought this was beautiful, and at first I knew I was so confident. I was like, I'm gonna make a custom bonsai tree, and when I tell you guys, I tried building that custom tree and it came out so bad. I deleted that so fast. I was like, okay, so that's not gonna work. What am I gonna do? So I was like, you know what goes with a Japanese style house? A koi pond. So I decided to make a koi pond, indoor koi pond, I guess you could say, where you can sit around it and look at it. And it came out better than I thought it was. You can see me changing the quality of the game because it lags so bad when it's on manual. It's so bad. I don't know. My laptop just cannot handle it, so I was getting so frustrated with it because it just looks so choppy. But guys, trust the process. It did come out beautiful, and I added some waterfalls, which I thought was really smart. Got it done. Added some rocks and plants and some fish decals, and voila, it came together. Probably my second favorite room in the house. First would be the dining area, and then second is definitely the koi pond area. So really proud of it, of how it came out, and I thought it was really accurate to the koi ponds I've seen. And fun fact, koi fish are actually my favorite fish. I hope I can own a koi pond one day in real life, so that's a goal of mine. Yeah, I really do love koi fish. And honestly, it probably was a win-win that I didn't make the custom bonsai tree because it gave another element. You know, it gave my third element because we did fire, and then we have the earth with the Zen Garden, and now we have water with the koi pond. So I felt like that was more well-rounded than me making another tree or whatever. So I think it worked out for the best. So the last thing I added was just this custom pool, and I decided that I really liked how the foil texture was looking. So instead of using like a pool that you can insert through BLOXBURG, I decided to just make it using a flat roof, and it was also much cheaper obviously, so I'm not mad about it. Alright guys, so let's head up to the front of the house so I can show you around the entire house. So over here we have our fireplace here, which you can view from the inside and outside, which is pretty cool. Now let's make our way down over to this path, and we have this moped, which I feel like a lot of Japanese travel this way, so I felt like it was pretty accurate to include. So yeah, these are my panels. They're janky, but I made them, so that's all that matters. So let's make our way into here and show around the living room area. So over here we first have our little Zen Garden that's right here, which I think is so cool. We have our fireplace with our TV, and then we have like our little entryway over here, and over on this other side we have our floating custom couch, which is really cool, and we have a bunch of cushions and lights, and it's just so comfy in this area. I really love it. Over here's my favorite area, the dining room. Oh my goodness, I just love how it looks. Look at the tatami flooring too, guys. I think I did pretty good with this. I felt like the wicker was the perfect texture for it. And we also have these like really cool murals here, and you can see I kind of put like blinds on the windows for privacy. But yeah, let me show you guys a better overview of this. So I'm gonna come back and show you guys. This is how it looks. And then we can make our way over to the kitchen. So right here we have our stools for just regular eating, and then we have a really modern style kitchen. I really like the use of wood in here, so that was pretty cool. I like this window here as well, and then we have a bunch of appliances and just some cabinets, and yeah, we got our laundry over here, and just a really nice open style kitchen, which is really cool. And over here we have another panel that's supposed to lead outdoor. Okay, anyways, there's another peekaboo right through this window for the pond area. And over here, you know, we have our little laundry area. So let's make our way. Oh, let me show you guys this mural over here. I really wanted to use a lot of them, but I'm going to go into the first bedroom in this house. So over here we just have our bed and these wide windows, but they do have blinds on them if you guys choose to recreate this, you know. So yeah, okay, so over here we have our little wardrobe area, and that's that. And then we can make our way to the bathroom area. Okay, so we have our shower and our sink, and then we have our mural over here, which is pretty cool, and I really love this bathroom, honestly. We have our toilet here as well, which is separated from our wet area, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, I think this bathroom is really pretty, honestly. We have like enough space for everything here, so I think it's pretty nice for the size of a home. So okay, so through this door we have our transformed koi pond room. You can sit on the floor and just kind of just view the pond and the outside backyard, which is really cool too. Look at the sun, like, okay, so anyway, so we have our koi pond here with our waterfall, and I just think it looks so majestic. Like, everything is so realistic. I love it. That's how it looks in here. And then we can use these doors to go out into the backyard area, which is really just a pool. Pretty simple out here. We have a couple of lounge chairs, but other than that, that's pretty much the house. So yeah. Over here we also do have the garage. It's really simple. It's nothing in it. I'll show you guys it anyways, but yeah, I just recolored it to make it look modern, but there's nothing really to it. And we can make our way back to the front of the house. Okay, to outro. Alright guys, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this week's video. I know lately I've been slower with my uploads, but I've just been a lot busier with life, but I'm not gonna forget about you guys. And honestly, I've missed you guys and I've missed filming videos as frequently as I used to. But hopefully we will get this back on a roll and a little bit more on schedule. And I have been successfully going to bed a little bit earlier on most days. Now there's some days I do still slack off and like stay up till 3 a.m. but guys, it's a major improvement over here. Oh, and behind the scenes, I did have someone come and tour this house before it was finalized, so I doubt you're watching this, but if you ever do come across this video, thank you for your kind words and your encouragement. I'm really excited that you really enjoyed my theme of house, so thank you. I really want to do some more renovations, so look out for those type of videos in the future as well. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and as always, I love you all. Stay rad. I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.